A very warm welcome to another episode of Thomas Muscat Television. Just completed the Rough Runner 3 days ago, this Saturday, the 15th of June. Very, very muddy conditions, which made it more like mud run conditions. But it was all part of it, It was I entered the 15 kilometre. They had a 5, a 10 and a 15 kilometre. You could choose whatever distance you wanted to do. So I entered the 15 kilometre distance with 20 obstacles. There was one or two what I wouldn't say difficult, but if I didn't train for strength, if I didn't do any strength training, I wouldn't have been able to do them. Like the hang rough, going over, just climbing over the monkey bars to the other side, and one where we had to go upside down and across a beam, hanging upside down, and navigate my way across. So anyone who did the 5 and 10k, they would have missed out the more difficult obstacles. But no half measures when it comes to entering anything, always enter the most difficult option. I like to give myself the best challenge possible. But anyway, here's my medal. Another medal for the collection. If you can just see here, it's actually got 2 sides to it. That's the treadmill. But actually, because of how wet it was, when we got to the end and we tried to get up the travelator, there was 4 speeds, and the fastest travelator, me and along with anyone else who was sort of trying to get up it, we couldn't get up it because we had no grip and kept slipping down it. So. And there's the other side to it. You can just see here. So that's I don't think I'll enter that one again, because I prefer a challenge what's chip timed, where an actual race where it was just about getting round and finishing it. And I mean, you could even, if you wanted to, you could even skip obstacles, which I think they shouldn't be allowed to do. I think they should make it tougher. And in my opinion, you shouldn't be allowed to finish a race if you've not done every obstacle. I would make those the rules for the Rough Runner obstacle race, and then stop it. It'd make a lot of people who turned up out of shape, overweight. There was a few people overweight who walked round, missed out the obstacles, and then still went to the finish line and collected a medal. Or these people who just run and don't lift any weights, so they couldn't do some of the obstacles. You end up getting a medal. I think they should make it a bit tougher. Whereas make it a chip timed race. So it was more, it was all too lenient and a bit too easy for me. But anyway, whilst I'm doing this video, it's actually a 2-part film, because I've come live on air because of something I would like to say. I would like to challenge anybody in the area of Cheshire, who trains and is not a professional trainer, is not a professional athlete or a personal trainer, to see if they can prove to me, because unless proven otherwise, I am gonna now call myself, without wanting to come across in any way as arrogant. I am anything but big-headed. I'm a very down-to-earth, modest person. I would like to say, I've still not come across anybody who can achieve these two things unless, like I say, they do fitness for a living. For example, personal trainers, professional athletes. So these two things, I've still not come across anybody in the areas where I've trained. I've trained at 2 gyms in Crewe, Bannatyne's gym for 3 years, between 2006 to 2009, and Simply Gym in 2017 for 1 year. And then Dave's gym in Northwich, where I've trained for about 5 years with a gap in between, where I moved to another town and then was back. But I trained for about 5 years in Dave's gym in Northwich, and then also about 3 years over 2 different periods at DW Fitness Gym in Winsford. And I've still not met anybody who can better me on the two things what I train for. I just want to emphasise that many people can better me on one. Many can run faster than me of 1.5 kilometres, which you can see on one of my videos. I did in 5 minutes and 34 seconds. And then also, like I say, many people can do it quicker than that. But the ones what can do it quicker are just runners. They only run. They don't lift weights. Or not to the extent what I do. So, strength-wise, probably the best thing to assess your strength on, I would say, is the bench press, where you're using a lot of muscles, your shoulders, your chest, biceps, triceps. So the best thing to assess your strength, I believe, in the gym is the bench press, which you can see on one of my videos on the YouTube channel. 82.5 kilos, 7 reps. So this is 7 reps of 82.5 kilos. A 1.5 kilometre in 5 minutes and 34 seconds. Now, I'm calling out anybody in the Cheshire area to beat those two things. 1.5 kilometre in 5:34 and 7 reps on the bench press, 82.5 kilo. And until proven otherwise, I would like to go down and I could consider myself the best, the number one all round amateur athletes in Cheshire. Or definitely in Mid Cheshire and South Cheshire. As North Cheshire, which is Chester, I've never trained in that area because I've never lived in Chester area. But definitely in Mid Cheshire, South Cheshire, unless somebody comes on here and says, not just says it, but proves it, either by me seeing it with my own eyes, or they letting me see the video. They can send a video to me that they're beating me on not one, thousands, millions of people can bench press 82.5 kilo, 7 reps. But those what are just weightlifters. They might do a bit of fitness, but not to the extent I do fitness, which is running. The main thing for running is running for fitness, and the main thing for, bench press. You get my point, eh? You get my point now. Come on here, and unless proven otherwise, I am now officially, until anybody proven otherwise, the number one amateur athletes in Cheshire. So you're now tuning in to the number one amateur athletes in Cheshire. And that's prove me wrong, and I will give up my title and step down. But you were tuning into the station of the number one amateur athletes, all-round amateur athletes in Cheshire. And that's all I would like to say. I'll be back on here. We've got 21st of July we're doing a Aintree 10k around the Grand National course, just on the outskirts of Liverpool, and also we'll be doing raising money for a charity for a very good friend of mine who I work with at H&M in Winsford. So we'll be back here just after the 21st of July, unless I happen to do any videos in the gym or anything with running in the meantime. But that's all for now. But thanks for tuning in. You know, it's not. I'd like to say, you know, I've never had any experience in media coverage, anything. So for me to sit here, you know, I've got no notes with me, nothing. I sit here and it all comes from my heart. I don't think what I'm going to say, it comes out naturally. So if it doesn't always come out fluently, I sit here and say whatever, you know, I want to talk about and try to say it the best I can to the viewers. And I hope you enjoy my channel. And another medal number 8. When I get to 100, I'm going to retire. I'm going to do about 3 or 4 medal events a year. So it's going to take me till I'm probably going to retire about 70 years of age. And then after 70 years of age, I'll be one of these old men running around the streets. I'll still keep running until I can't run anymore. And I'll still keep lifting weights. Many people are better runners than me, and many people are stronger than me. But can they do both? Can they run 1.5 kilometres faster than I can? And can they lift more than I can on the bench press? Come in here and show me otherwise, and that's it. Adios.